So today I'd like us to talk about the parts of the flower. Today we're going to look at two flowers because they don't have, the first one doesn't have all of the parts. This is called an alstroemeria and this is called an oleander. We're going to start with the alstroemeria. This part that calls out to the insects is called the corolla. The name corolla comes from the Latin word coronula, meaning little crown. The corolla is made up of petals. Petals. Beautiful petals. We have the corolla. And the corolla is made up of petals. 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 Now, the green part at the base, it's called a sepal, but we can't see that very clearly in the alstroemeria. So we're going to switch to our oleander and see if we can see it a little more clearly. Let's remove these petals. There we go. We'll remove the corolla and look at this. This is the calyx, and it is made up of sepals. Sepals are usually green, but as we can see here, not always. We have the calyx, meaning cup in Latin. And our calyx is made up of sepals, often green, but in our case today, pink sepals. Now here we come to the pistil. The pistil. The pistil is shaped. We're going to go ahead and take these off so we can see the pistil, and we'll come back to these in a moment. These are also an important part. The pistil is shaped like a pestle, and its name comes from the Latin word pistillum, meaning pestle. This is the female part of the plant. This part of the pistil that catches the pollen is called the stigma. We have pistil. Stigma. That's where the pollen is caught. It is right at the very tip here. Oops. The stigma. We'll put pistil out here. Stigma here. Here. It's at the very end, and it's sometimes quite sticky. The part that holds the stigma up, that is called the style. The style that holds the stigma up. And the swollen part here at the base, it is called the ovary. Inside the ovary are little eggs. The word ovary comes from the Latin word ovum, meaning egg. Now, The part that makes the pollen, that is called the stamen. Here we have stamen. Stamen is Latin meaning thread. This is the male part of the flower, of the plant. The part right at the end, fortunately this one doesn't have any pollen, that makes the pollen is called the anther. The anther. This word means flowery in Greek. And the part that holds up the anthem is called the filament. From the Latin word filium, meaning thread. These are the parts of a flower. Our corolla, made up of petals. Our calyx, made up of sepals. Our pistil, made up of the stigma, the style, and the ovary. And our stamen, made of the anther and the filament. Would you like to explore one of these flowers and find the parts? That would be great.